Be not the slave of your own past. Plunge into the sublime seas, dive deep, and swim far, so you shall come back with new self-respect, with new power, and with an advanced experience that shall explain and overlook the old. Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. Self-trust is the first secret of success. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. If we encounter a man of rare intellect, we should ask him what books he reads. Happiness is a perfume you cannot pour on others without getting some on yourself. When it is dark enough, you can see the stars. You cannot do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late. A hero is no braver than an ordinary man, but he is brave 5 minutes longer. Is it so bad, then, to be misunderstood? Pythagoras was misunderstood, and Socrates, and Jesus, and Luther, and Copernicus, and Galileo, and Newton, and every pure and wise spirit that ever took flesh. To be great is to be misunderstood. Make your own Bible. Select and collect all the words and sentences that in all your readings have been to you like the blast of a trumpet. All I have seen teaches me to trust the Creator for all I have not seen. Nothing is at last sacred but the integrity of your own mind. Without ambition one starts nothing. Without work one finishes nothing. The prize will not be sent to you. You have to win it. Beware what you set your heart upon, for it surely shall be yours. The glory of friendship is not the outstretched hand, not the kindly smile, nor the joy of companionship. It is the spiritual inspiration that comes to one when you discover that someone else believes in you and is willing to trust you with a friendship. Dare to live the life you have dreamed for yourself. Go forward and make your dreams come true. It is not the length of life, but the depth. Peace cannot be achieved through violence, it can only be attained through understanding. Good luck is another name for tenacity of purpose. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. Guard well your spare moments. They are like uncut diamonds. Discard them and their value will never be known. Improve them and they will become the brightest gems in a useful life. Most of the shadows of this life are caused by standing in one's own sunshine. Every artist was first an amateur. Don't be pushed by your problems. Be led by your dreams. The earth laughs in flowers. Cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you, and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. Don't be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. A great man is always willing to be little. Shallow men believe in luck or in circumstance. Strong men believe in cause and effect. The mind, once stretched by a new idea, never returns to its original dimensions. It is easy in the world to live after the world's opinion. It is easy in solitude to live after our own. But the great man is he who in the midst of the crowd keeps with perfect sweetness the independence of solitude. Though we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us, or we find it not. It is easy to live for others, everybody does. I call on you to live for yourself. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. A man must consider what a rich realm he abdicates when he becomes a conformist. We acquire the strength we have overcome. Our chief want is someone who will inspire us to be what we know we could be. I like the silent church before the service begins, better than any preaching. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Whatever you do, you need courage. Whatever course you decide upon, there is always someone to tell you that you are wrong. There are always difficulties arising that tempt you to believe your critics are right. To map out a course of action and follow it to an end requires some of the same courage that a soldier needs. Peace has its victories, but it takes brave men and women to win them. Character is higher than intellect. A great soul will be strong to live, as well as strong to think. In my walks, every man I meet is my superior in some way, and in that I learn from him. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Beauty without expression is boring. When you were born you were crying and everyone else was smiling. Live your life so at the end, you're the one who is smiling and everyone else is crying. Bad times have a scientific value. These are occasions a good learner would not miss. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Let me never fall into the vulgar mistake of dreaming that I am persecuted whenever I am contradicted. Let us be silent, that we may hear the whisper of God. Big jobs usually go to the men who prove their ability to outgrow small ones. The ancestor of every action is a thought. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. Be yourself. No base imitator of another, but your best self. There is something which you can do better than another. Listen to the inward voice and bravely obey that. Do the things at which you are great, not what you were never made for. For everything you have missed, you have gained something else, and for everything you gain, you lose something else. People only see what they are prepared to see. Before we acquire great power we must acquire wisdom to use it well.